Now it's your turn to write and solve a system of linear equations based on a described scenario. Stop this video, take a moment to write out your answer to this problem in your lecture outline packet, and then turn the video back on to check your answers. In this problem, we're given that an arena sells 9,600 tickets for a show one night. We're also told that the total revenue from ticket sales is $450,000. Tickets for general seating cost $55, and tickets in the upper seating section cost $30. We're then asked to determine how much of each ticket was purchased. To start, we'll define our variables, and since we need to determine the number of general seating tickets and the number of upper seating tickets, those will be the two variables that we determine. So let's let G be the number of general seating tickets. And after that, let's let U be the number of upper seating tickets. Our first equation, as we look at the information given, will be for the total number of tickets sold. And so we see that there are 9,600 tickets sold. So G, the number of general seating tickets, plus U, the number of upper seating tickets, needs to equal 9,600. Our second equation is going to come from the total revenue that we're told. We're told that that's $450,000. So the revenue from each of those types of tickets needs to sum up to $450,000. Since each general seating ticket costs $55, the revenue from general seating tickets will be 55 times each of those tickets sold. So we'll write that as 55G. Similarly, upper seating tickets are $30. So 30U will represent the revenue from all of the upper seating tickets. So our second equation in that system is 55G plus 30U equals 450,000. At this point in solving this system of linear equations, we could either use the substitution method or the elimination method. In this video, we're going to demonstrate the elimination method. To do that, we need the equations to have coefficients that will eliminate when we add the left-hand sides and the right-hand sides. Looking at that second equation, we have 55G plus 30U on the left, and looking at the first equation, we have G plus U. So we'll build that first equation so that one of those coefficients will eliminate when we add each of those sides. So let's build equation 1. And we can either build it so that it has negative 55G, or we could build it so that it has negative 30U. Let's build it so that it has negative 55G. To do that, we'll multiply each side by negative 55. So the left-hand side will be negative 55 times the quantity G plus U, and the right-hand side will be negative 55 times 9,600. Simplifying that, the left-hand side will be negative 55G minus 55U. And the right-hand side will be negative 528,000. At this point, we can use this built-up equation 1 and equation 2 to eliminate one of those variables. So to eliminate, let's take that negative 55G minus 55U, and that's the left-hand side of equation 1. Now let's take the left-hand side of equation 2, which has positive 55G, plus 30U. So we're adding that. And then the right-hand side will have negative 528,000, and we'll add 450,000. That'll leave us with an equation that has on the left-hand side negative 25U, and on the right-hand side negative 78,000. Now that we have an equation 1 variable, we can simply divide each side by negative 25 to get the value of u. So we'll have negative 25u divided by negative 25 equal to negative 78,000 divided by negative 25. From there, we see that u is then equal to 3,120. Now that we have the value of u, we can go back and determine the value of g. And the first equation, which states that g plus u equals 9600, will be the easiest one to determine that with. So now we will find g, and we know that g plus what is now 3,120 has to equal 9,600, and that means that g then equals 6,480. Now that we have the value of u and the value of g, we can summarize what we found. So there were 3,120 upper seating tickets sold, and 6,480 general seating tickets sold. And as a final step, we'll go through and check each of those into our original equation, or into our original system. So we'll replace each value into each of those original equations. So for our first check, we're going to check, does 3,120 plus 6,480 equal 9,600? And indeed, we know that that checks. The second one is the one that we really want to check, and that is 55g plus 30u equals 450,000. So we'll take 55 times, and general was 6,480 plus 30 times 3,120, and that's equal to, we're checking, is that equal to 450,000? Simplifying that left-hand side, we'll see that we get 356,400 plus 93,600, and when those are summed up, they do indeed equal 450,000.